Hey fabulous doll people, I'm going to start this video, it's like a Coffees and Dollies. I'm going to start it off by saying I apologize for my mic if it does the weird thing. I just have to buy a new one and I haven't done it. So it's definitely been making static noises for no reason, like nothing here is causing that, but I notice it when I do the videos. But even at its quietest, it's pretty quiet right now. My house has a decent amount of noise and I feel like without the mic you can't really hear me. So this is going to be a Coffees and Dollies video. I have an actual doll thing we're going to talk about, and also I learned, I think, how to edit. So hopefully this will be less boring of a video because I will be able to edit pictures in so you can see what I'm talking about. I feel like the Coffees and Dollies videos I do are kind of boring, but they're also kind of for me to sort of go through what's going on in my life right now, doll-wise, and sometimes otherwise. Sometimes you guys are, you're probably going to get forced to do some of that now. So I like to talk about my mugs. I'm sorry, I just do. This is one of my favorite mugs, which is very full. It says coffee right meow. I got that mug in the Yokes in Deer Park. I used to live in Deer Park, and I think a year or two ago I was going through, I had dropped some puppies off, I want to say in Spokane, and I went the back way. Anyway, the whole point of me stopping in Deer Park was to have coffee with my friend, and I think that she wound up not being able to make it. And so I went to Yokes, which is the grocery store there, and I'm pretty sure I just went in to go to the bathroom, and of course they always had really cool stuff in their floral section, so I stopped in there and bought this coffee cup, and I really like it. My daughter had a conniption fit whenever I came home with it. My daughter used to be the coffee cup gatekeeper because I have a lot, and she doesn't think I need any more. Which is stupid because every time I go anywhere I'm like, we should get a coffee cup. I need another coffee cup. You know, it's like people that go and get postcards of places they visited. I like to get coffee cups. So anyway, so I had been home from Arizona for 8 days. My entire life imploded on that trip. I'm not sure how that many things can go wrong at once, but they did. Well, I mean, you know, I always figure that's God putting his foot in my butt and moving me along, but I kind of feel like I'm in shock, honestly, because I had some real bad days and then I've been pretty good, but whenever my life gets derailed, my interest in my doll hobby just explodes, which is bad timing because this whole thing is also going to affect my finances. But I don't know, I really have to say I think the dolls kind of keep me sane, and I know it's like a form of retail therapy, which is probably not good in any form. But there was a point a couple of years ago when a lot of stuff was changing, and I thought, well, I'll sell my dolls and then we'll have that money. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I never will. Like, that's not going to be a discussion I'm ever going to have with anybody. I just don't want to come up with money that way. I just don't want to. Anyway, so the word of the day for this video is horns. I don't like the horns that my coral reef doll came with. I don't hate them, like, don't get me wrong, it's not like I hate them. And I think that particularly for the, you know, they really like to do the busts. The new bust is fantastic. Like, I don't want a bust, it's not a thing I have room for that I want to have. It's just this like art presentation of a doll. I just want dolls. Like, thank God that's not calling my name. But they like the busts. It went really, really good with the bust. That's why, because it's like in my shirt. Hold on. Oh yeah, this stuff went in my shirt. Probably getting all kinds of static right now. Maybe that's better. I don't know. I don't know how to make this thing happy. I've done some tests with it, and then it just gives me random static. Like, nothing seems to make a difference. But anyway, they looked super good with the bust. They went really well with the big wings. And I knew I wasn't going to want to keep them on her. They're not really extra enough for her. I have to say, with this doll, I look at things for her and think, well, that's not good enough for her, so no. But the issue with the horns is, and I don't know if it was a mistake or they just hadn't thought that far ahead. I think she was one of the first actual dolls that they did. I had seen her in a different posting when I was getting my first order from them, which was Amber, the first doll I ordered. I mean, they came together, but And they were at a show or a convention and said that doll, that bust was not available. She'd already been sold, but then they made her available. So I don't know. One of those very minor issues I have with them is that their English isn't great. So a lot of times I'm not sure they're getting 100% the gist, because I did message them about the horns and they didn't really seem to know what I was talking about. And it is kind of confusing. So because when Amanda Sue BJD had put up a couple posts, I remember thinking, oh, I need some Amanda Sue BJD horns. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think that a lot. Like, it is a weirdly common thought that runs through my mind. And totally lost my train of thought. Oh. So I had told her what happened with the horns, and it's very weird. So she has magnets in her head, and they're in there. And what Coral Reef did was, a lot of dolls and horns, there's a little spot where the magnet goes, and that's it. You could pull them out if you wanted to. You know, like if you wanted to use putty or you don't want to use a magnet. The horn that I got for my one doll, she had left it open so I could put putty on it. It was the horn I got from, oh my gosh, I totally forgot her name, and she does a lot of horns. I can totally see her logo, but I can't remember her name. Anyway, she did that really pretty black horn for my Lily Cat Elena, the teal. And she just left it hollow. She didn't put a magnet in there at all, because I know the faceplates on the Lily Cats, you cannot put horns on. It's not possible. That horn could change the Earth's rotation. The magnet, I mean the magnet in the faceplate up there in the front, that could like pull the Earth off its gravitational pull. That thing is so strong. So you can't really, there's no way around it. And that's the same thing with her. So the horns that are in her head are really strong, the magnets that are in her head are really strong. So you couldn't even like tape another magnet onto the head to put a different horn on, and the problem with it is it's the wrong polarity. So it's not like it's even pulling that magnet over, it's pushing it away, which is worse. So I put them backwards. I like them, I probably can't see her there. There you go. I like them a little bit better backwards. But I still don't love them. Again, I just don't feel like they're extra enough for her. What I decided to do was to go through all my dolls, because in theory I'm going to have less money, right? In reality, I have put 2 dolls on layaway. Well, I put a doll on layaway and I added to a layaway I already had with Coral Reef dolls, so obviously I haven't got the memo yet that you're about to be super broke. And the thing is, if all my plans work out, like I'm going to be broke for like a second and I'm going to have way more money. You know, it's very stressful. But anyhow, so I was going to start with her specifically because all she needs is horns and shoes. Oh, shoes. Okay, so I don't buy shoes a lot. I'm one of the many doll collectors that we do everything but the shoes. Because shoes are expensive. I'm sorry, 30, 40 bucks for a pair of shoes for a teeny tiny little doll. And then, like, they don't look terrible without them, I think is the other thing. And then you got to find the pair you want, which is pretty hard, I found out today. I had thought about commissioning a pair of shoes for her from Ursa Sarna, but I just also started 2 commissions, and I commission and the horn commission from Amanda Sue. She's not taking commissions right now, but she's putting me down for a spot. What she's going to do is leave the magnets out and send different polarities, and hopefully we'll find ones that match what's in her head. Because I had bought the antelope horns, and like she said, you'd think all their stuff would match. You would. They don't. They repel them. And again, the antelope horns are like her head, and the magnet is in there, and then they kind of drug resin over it. So I mean, I'd have to get like a Dremel, get the whole thing out. I had posted, is there some quick stupid fix for this? And everybody kept telling me freeze the horns or heat the horns up and the magnet should pop out, but I don't think that would work with the way they've got the magnets in. I just don't think it would work. So anyway, and so what I'm doing is I'm going over each doll and I'm like, what do they need to be done? Get the dolls you have done. I'm not going to stop me buying new ones, obviously. I'm not sure there's any force on earth that can do that, but it'll be cheaper things like her. I mean, her horns are probably gonna be $100, but then the shoes were 40. God, the shoes, you guys. So I had kind of a specific look I wanted. I wanted really fancy shoes because I think this is a really cute dress. I think it's very fancy. And I wanted some really just kick-ass boots that were probably high. I'm not really sure I want to put hose on her. I think that the blushing on her legs is super cute. I don't know that I want to cover it up. And also, obviously, I would want dark hose, and I don't really want to risk them leading onto this beautiful white resin. This is one of the most beautiful white resins that I have, and I'm a big white resin fan. And this is very pretty. I have a candle going right there, so all the light is going crazy. But so I found a pair of shoes on Etsy that I liked. All the ones that I really wanted, either they were the wrong size. Etsy's search algorithm, somebody please change that or do something with it. I put in MSD boots black, 1/4, because a lot of the stuff's coming up. And I still got a million SD boots, so I'd find like these pair of boots that were perfect and then go to get them and they're the wrong size. And I'm like, well, I specifically put the right size in. It was super frustrating. So these are the boots I got. They're a little too plain. I'm going to, I think, buy a little bag of little like crystal things, you know, little rhinestones in probably black and red, and do like a design on them, because I figure if I get, and if anybody is listening to this and like, no, don't do it that way. If I get like fabric glue and I put it in like a little cup and I get just a toothpick and I put the toothpick in the glue and then I kind of smear the back but not all the way around because I don't want it to bleed out, I could zhuzh them up. So that's my plan for her shoes. And that's all she needs. Like she's going to be a pretty easy fix. So I'm looking at like $150 and she's done. But of course I just like, well, I'll just start with her. And part of it is because I want to. Like she's one of those dolls, like when I have a doll I really like, say I have her over here so she doesn't get washed out by the lamp. But then anyway. When I have a doll I really like, I cannot stand to look at them and have them not be finished. Like it bugs me to death. It just does. And you can always tell that, and sometimes you can't. Oh, I just hit that mic. Sorry guys, that probably made static. Because like the doll next to her, which is my Dolly Smith's Tez, which is one of my very favorite dolls. I love that doll. Fantastic. She needs an outfit, a wig, a stand, and shoes. So she's going to be expensive to finish out. And I really like her, but she, for some reason, has just got kind of shelved. It's almost like she needed too much stuff, and I was like, well, we'll deal with that later. She came in when I had a lot of stuff going on. So there's the word of the day, which is horns. Amanda Sue BJD is going to be working on some demon designs, which she said will probably take a couple of months. But if you are a fan of hers, and you should be, she'll have some new designs coming out. Since we're talking about that, I'll do like the little news section. La Belle's de Jour, one of my favorite doll artists who has not had a lot of doll openings for a while, said she's going to be doing a pre-order pretty soon. I'm really hoping it's going to be, she had some designs that she had done that, as far as I know, have never been up for sale. I'm hoping it's going to be some of those, because there was a couple that I really wanted. Her dolls are very different. I know I think she did her last pre-order for Ondine and Niad, I want to say this time last year. And I like both of those dolls when they're done very well, but I didn't love them as much as I love the new sculpt. So I had passed thinking, okay, if she's doing these guys right now, she's probably clearing them out so she can start the new ones. And then she didn't. I really have heard very little from her since whenever that was. And I feel like it was the end of last year, but I'm not sure. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'll probably get a doll there. Just because I've been waiting. In other fantastic news, Tales from the Shrike is opening up for eye commissions. I commissioned the eyes for my Yummy Sweet Lotus, who is going to be my Draculara BJD. Also, her eyes are very affordable. I want to say they were $25 plus shipping, so it's like $30 total. I got, in 2020, I think, she did this, she said she was going to stop doing eyes. And she did take a break. And in 2020, she did a Halloween collection, and I think I got all of them but one, and they were great. Like, they're some of my favorite eyes, and they went right away. Like, excuse me, sorry, I'm out of my Sudafed. I have really bad allergies, and it's been threatening to rain all day, but it hasn't done it yet. But it's 81, and it's blowing stuff around, and most of the fires around here, I think, are under control. I don't really smell them anymore. But my allergies are bugging me, so sorry about the voice. So anyway, Tales from the Shrike is opening up for eyes. Amanda Sue BGG will be opening up for horns in a couple of weeks. So that's exciting. I feel like I had more new stuff to share with you guys that I was excited about. I guess I don't. So on to the catch up. I have 3 layaways left. One of them will be paid off this month. The other 2 I've really got to get on them. I owe a lot on them, and they've kind of sat. I really wanted to get rid of the old layaways because I did start some new ones. I got my Yummy Sweet Dolls Lotus. She will be my very fancy Draculara. I love Monster High. I love Draculara. After they changed them, Draculara is the only doll I really collect anymore. In fact, I just ordered the Vampire Heart one that they came out with. She's a pre-order, which is nice, and I got her through Amazon. She's an Amazon exclusive pre-order, and she won't be ready till the end of October, so I have 2 months to save up for her. She's $100. I mean, it's funny because I get so weird about the money I'll pay for the Monster High dolls. Oh, you just got a $700 doll on my way, but what? So, anyhow. I'm pretty excited. She's the one I commissioned the eyes for. It's pretty exciting. So, and then I have a big order from Coral Reef Dolls. So I had put, I want to say her name is Carol or Coraline. She was the circus clown. I put her on layaway. I got the outfit because I'm going to cannibalize that outfit a little bit. So I bought through BG Divas the Red Queen outfit from Irsabeth, who I missed Irsabeth. I had planned to get her, and then I just couldn't come up with the money, and I just had to take her off my layaway. Also, that layaway had been going on for a really long time from Coral Reef, and I really wanted the dolls. It was her and my Amber. So I put her down. I got her in gray. It's my first gray doll from them. And I got the outfit. I'm going to take, because she's large bust, the corset top piece from the Red Queen will not fit her. That was made for a small busted doll. And so I'm going to take the corset top from the Coraline outfit because it will fit. Put it with the Red Queen outfit, and I'll probably sell that outfit. I may sell it with the black corset piece, and you know, if you have a smaller busted doll, that'll work. But I wasn't super interested in the outfit. It was kind of a cute outfit, but it wasn't really, I don't know. Like, I could have done some stuff with it, like maybe, I don't know, I haven't decided what I'm going to do because I was like, well, if you put a witch's hat with it, then it looks kind of witchy. It's hard to say. Anyway, I got the full set on her. I didn't get the wig, I don't think, so I didn't like the wig. I got in that order. So that was the first part of it, and I think I only got her in the first part. Then they came out with that new bust, and I love the head. Oh, the head. I love the whole thing, but again, I'm not doing the busts. I really wanted to get the butterfly wings, but you can't because... So I ordered the head, which comes with the antenna. I guess it's a part of the head. And I got a human MSD body, another human MSD body with the large bust. And you could buy more wings, but she said the wings only worked with the actual bust piece coming out, the body on the bust piece, because that had the spots to put them in for. And so I didn't get the wings. I thought about getting them just and trying to figure something out, but realistically they would have probably just sat, and then I would have been annoyed because they're beautiful. I hope in the future they make them where they attach with just a magnet, or maybe they make a fantasy body where you can put them in. I got her in blue. I liked their blue. They have 2 blues. They have old blue and the new blue. The old blue is a very light blue. It's almost just like a hint of blue. The new blue is blue, and so I got her into blue, which I think will be cute for a doll with antenna. I'll probably get a pair of wings from her. I need to check on that because I was on the list for May for Life. May for Life was going to stop doing commissions. I was on her list, and every time I check with her, she goes, "Yeah, I just have a huge list. I haven't forgotten about you." But I haven't checked in with her for a while. That's another thing I'm trying to do is get all of my outstanding projects finished. That's on the list of outstanding projects, even though like she hadn't started it or anything. Though I had sent her some ideas, but she had said her list was really, really long and that it would be a while. It's been a while. Might even be a year at this point. So I'm going to reach out to her again. I'm still waiting for my stuff from Illness. I reached out to her about a month ago, and she said that she was working on the full doll. One of the dolls that she has of mine is a Lutz Vampire Elf Leashy. It's a white skin doll, and it needed a lot of repair. Well, I think it would just need more cleaning. But I'm probably going to reach out to her and here again and tell you, if they're not done by November, just send them back, because it's been 3 years. And I wouldn't even care like if she was doing a doll at a time and sending me them back or something. Like I got my Pasha Pasha back from her, but I kind of was on her about that one. Like I did not want to have something go. Not that I feel like it would. I've always had a great relationship with her. I really like her. I don't feel like she's going to steal my dolls or anything, but I was like, if something goes sideways and I lose that head, I will literally drive down to Canada and retrieve that head. But I would like to get those back by the end of the year. I got my head is finished from Sup Egon. In fact, now it's finished and it's waiting on me to send the shipping for it. While I was in Arizona, I had no problems with my card, which surprised me because last time I had gone, they kept, just in the beginning, like they didn't do it the whole time, just in the beginning, they kept sending me notices like, "Are you in Arizona?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." I didn't get anything. So then when I got back, they were like, "Oh, we've held this charge and this charge and this charge was out of state." So I've been having to go through them one at a time. So everything's kind of like the money I had put in to send over to her, everything's sort of frozen up. And they said it should be finished by Tuesday, Wednesday because it was a long weekend. But that aggravated me a lot, honestly. When you guys hit, it's not even 50. Like when I hit my 40s, things aggravated me a lot more. You've been through it so many times. It's just annoying. And so that's just waiting for shipping that can come home. And she said she wasn't going to take any more commissions because she takes too long. But she did take a long time. I think that I sent her that head in May. And then it was done. It was done, and I wanted some changes to it, and then that took longer. She got a new job. Very nice, very nice. I was a little nervous because I had not worked with her before, but I'm not nervous about it now because she did say that she would do the other head. I got the Lutz Elf from the Allen order. There was a special Leashy, my Lutz Leashy head that's winking, I think, from the Allen order. And then I also got the L Elf, which I'm going to also do as a girl. And I'm doing them as a pair of sisters that are like magicians for hire, that are kind of, I don't know if you want to use sleazy, but maybe a little sideways, or magicians for hire. And so she said, "I will do the other head if you want," so that they match. And I was like, that'd be great. So I am sending another head to her. Another exciting thing is I'm on the list for December with Pollyanna Dolls. She's going to open another commission. I'm going to send my Fafner to her. She's in Poland. Excuse me. But Fafner doesn't really have any parts I think are going to break. Like she has long ears, but they're not super long and they're kind of thick. And so she's going to do the whole body blushing on her and her horns. I'm super excited. And I'm going to buy probably a crap ton of eyes from her. I don't know how December is going to look for me financially, and it is a pretty hefty quote for that. Doodall's Dreams had done their SD dolls, and I really wanted to get one. There's a couple of sculpts I like. I don't like the body. She has another SD doll she's been working on for a really long time, and that's the one I really want. It has a more mature face than these dolls did. Like if she came out, I would get her. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like there was a couple of sculpts I really liked in her doodle in this order. I think they were. What's she called? I want to say Marionette, because because she has the petite marionette line, but they might have been something else. And her resin colors are always so beautiful, and I love her dolls, don't get me wrong. She just typically doesn't do the sizes I collect. She did the Ursa, oh, I forget what her name was, the little vampire werewolf girl. And I wasn't collecting MSDs then, which is a shame because I really love that doll. But I didn't get anything, and I really wanted to, but I didn't. But if she has another pre-order, I'd like to get something. Anyway, I was talking to Pollyanna Dolls because she was going to do the face-ups. And she actually just opened up commissions, and I decided not to send the doll off. Right now, I don't have the money. But in December, I'm hoping that I do. What I think I might tell everybody is, please just send me cash for my doll projects. Like, that's all I want for Christmas. And so there's that. I can't wait to have my Fafner done. I've seen some really cute ones, and I just can't wait. And then projects do I have going on right now? I think that's everything. Like I said, I have 2 big layaways. I have to finish paying off my Pasha Pasha. I owe a lot on that still. And then I had a Peakswoods layaway, and it's been sitting for a while, but they haven't said anything to me, so I got to pay that one off. And then I have my Doll Action layaway, and I don't owe very much on them. I plan to pay them next week. That is my peacock head, which I can't wait to get. That really cute chunky body from that, I want to say Chinese artist. It was Taiwan. I've seen 2 for sale, and I just couldn't get them. Both times, well, the one time I just couldn't pull the money out soon enough. She was having cart problems. I didn't want to make her wait for me. And so I said, go ahead and take the next person. I said, if she's still there in a couple days when I get my check, I'd love to have her. And of course, she sold right away. And then somebody just today had one for $300, and I messaged her right away because I was like, I'm just going to get it. And there was somebody before me, and she took it. So if you happen to have one and you would like to sell one, I would love to buy it. I really want to put that little vampire girl on it, even though I'm torn. I don't know. I would put the head on and see what happens because I have an outfit for her, and I don't think that outfit will fit that body. So I would love to get one of these bodies for her. Every time I order for them, I'm like, can I just have an extra MSD? Just add an extra MSD body to it. And also in that order, I got their new 1/3 body, which I think is gorgeous. I feel like they're going to have a gorgeous head for it. And that's what they did with this was, she was telling me they were going to sell the body separate, the new body. And I was like, well, I want one. And I said, I'm going to put the lotus head on it. And I feel like it came out with a cute head, which obviously I wasn't terribly tempted by. So that's also on my big Coral Reef doll layaway. I guess I will always get 2 boxes from Coral Reef whenever my layaways are done. I also feel like I'll probably also have a large amount of dolls on layaway at Coral Reef. Their layaway is really, really, really easy. They're really easy to work with. I love the company so much. I mean, I just love their dolls, and then they're easy to work with, and I have nothing bad to say about them, except for the magnets. I love the magnets. Though, like mine could just be a whole ass mistake. I could just be the one doll where it doesn't work. And another thing that I want to work on this year is I have like the beginnings of dolls that don't even have a doll that I know that I want to, like I have dresses sitting around. I want to get the dolls for those. I bought the moth mask from them, and I don't know what to do with it. I just ordered the moth set from Uncle Dolls, and I'm going to see if I got it in SD. I'm going to see if maybe I could get an extra one in MSD. And then that would be a good start for my MSD moth girl, because I don't even know who I'm going to do it with. And of course, the whole thing is, I'd like to have the mask kind of sitting back on the head so you can still see the face, but it's a conundrum, and I've seen the dolls with the mask on, and it's super cool. So I could just get like a basic Minifee MSD doll, and then I wouldn't feel so bad. I don't know. But anyway, those are my plans. Those are the things that are going on. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed for you guys. I really want to get my Amadas doll this year real bad. I want to get a Chimera doll. Like so here's what happened. I quit my job because I need to take out my 401k to save my house. But I do have an interview on the 12th for the job I really wanted anyway, which is quite a bit more money. And if I get that job, then I will not only be fine, but I will be spending more money on dolls. So, but the Amadas doll is really contingent on that. I'm not dealing with that unless I know Magic Mirror was thinking about reordering Maeve and Moira. She had told me, I messaged her and she said she would make vampires for me because I guess her vampires were not a different mold. She just added the fangs. And I really want to get those. And then of course I'm waiting for her SD girl, who I've been obsessed with since she started with her, which is the same thing with that SD elf from Amadas. Anyway, so that's half an hour of rambling. Hopefully you will see all kinds of editing up here, and then I think it will be a funner video for everyone. Wish me luck on this girl. I mean, look at her. So beautiful. She's beautiful. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you're having a great Dolly day. Thank you. Bye.